Alright guys, and welcome to this next part of building a medieval fantasy world here in Minecraft. We are continuing in our monastery project, and yeah, in this episode I would like to show you guys some decent progress I have made in my single player world, and especially in the outskirts of the monastery, because you know, you guys remember that we have set the plan that we all want to bring like a specific environment to the monastery, right? So that the environment is dependent from certain other factors and actors who are making sure that the monastery is able to run itself. So for example, we are bringing in the building materials from, certain mine regions. For example, here we have a quarry, right, who's bringing stones, producing stone bricks, and then, is able to do the building of the monastery, but also, like, repair the monastery and so forth. The same thing we are doing with clay, right, for the clay bricks there. Then again, we have, for example, built a specific mill here, which is producing flour, and then is able to through a bakery we can produce bread, which then allows us to get food for the people in the monastery, monks and nuns. It's, by the way, a mixed monastery. Then we also have, or we will have, for example, a vineyard where we're going to produce wine, maybe even, a brewery. I already built some, some barrels in the monastery, so this definitely will be a case. Yeah, we also have built pretty far in the back there, as you can see, before I'm teasing anything, but okay, I mean, you have already seen in the thumbnail. We have an inn, right, for travelers. Not only were visiting the monastery, but also staying there, maybe, or just passing through. And yeah, in this episode I continued to build these outskirts, and I have now pretty much finished this whole section over here, guys, which I'm super proud of. You guys can already see a few hints in there. You might have seen in the thumbnail. I'm gonna show you in a minute. I have built around, I don't know, 6-7 hours on this section. I feel like 6 hours. And yeah, it took me quite some time. You can maybe see it in other videos, the progress here. It's actually all from this side. I did a lot of terraforming up until this destroyed portal there, and the big tower, which is in front of the big tower behind there. And to summarize in short, what I'm still planning to do is, obviously, we're gonna use this island there for something. I have no real idea what we're gonna do there. Maybe I'm gonna do build like a small bandit camp or a raider camp, who knows, or maybe another small ruin or something we could build or fit in there. I really would say that might work as well. And then, I have built upon here, so here we're gonna continue later on. I will probably build all of, the pathway to the monastery again, to the quarry there, and I feel like here in between we're gonna make more field areas, probably normal wheat fields, and then in the back over there I reckon we will build the vineyard, and wine. I'm using low berries for that, yeah, in the future. And then also my plans here, I'm not really sure what we're gonna do here on the hill. Let me know, guys, if you have any ideas what we should do on that specific hill. I was also thinking definitely of another watchtower there, especially like a border patrol or something, right? Where, people had to pass through for certain terrace, for example. That was really common in medieval times, or at least where I live. And then, in the back there where the tree is, oh, by the way, there's a Nautilus. We will build a, or I reckon we'll build like a fisherman village, right? I feel like that would fit really well in there. Yeah, and then, oh, what a beautiful atmosphere. You guys have already seen it. I'm using a shader now, together with fabric, and yeah, it's perfectly fine with the FPS. So I think I will keep that. Yeah, and I feel like now we're gonna do the progress here. The unfortunate thing, guys, it's just hitting night time, so I might think we should, you know, I would show you guys the progress during the night, but the thing is, I have not, or I'm not gonna light up everything there at the beach, and I don't really want to fuck up or destroy my progress. So we're gonna shortly sleep in here. The good thing is I have sleep places all over the place here. But yeah, now to the real progress. So we are going, and by the way, no, I have already shown that texture pack in the last episode. If you guys want to know it, just let me know. But I'm gonna show it to you guys anyway, since we're at here. It's called Chickless, if you want to know. And yeah, so like I said, this trail will lead back to the monastery eventually, and then, you know, this will not be my next project, by the way. I will not continue here. I will go back to the monastery itself and build in the monastery. You can already expect that. Yeah, but anyways, we are here. You know, I did build a few skeletons here of potential whales, right? Or at least last part of it, I reckon. With bone blocks. I used them, or I farmed them from the nether. The same happens over here. Right, there's like some last remains of a big whale. And then I also, as you can see, guys, the whole section here, I built custom-made trees, and that took me quite a lot of farming. You know, I not only had to farm all of the wood logs, I also had to get the leaves, and I feel like that also took me like around 2 hours or something. I'm not really certain, but I feel like it was like that. Because, I don't know, I think I've built around, what's it about up until there? It's around 30, 40 trees or something, and they were all custom made, and yeah, that took me quite some time. It's a bit of a boring work, but when you're done, I feel like it looks so cool, man. I'm really proud of this work now. Especially with the shader, it has way much more or cooler effect to it. Yeah, but anyways, this is all the terraforming I've done here with a hopefully natural looking beach, right? With some small rocks in between just to add some spice. Then we have 3 tents, and this is actually a smart short storytelling. You know, there are people here who are looking for a treasure here, right? And they have just dug up the treasure chest here. And, you know, we have 3 tents where people are searching the area, and, you know, naturally they just have found the area. Then up next here at the beach is a little bit of a small wreck of a fisherman ship, right? It's not a very big ship, so and you need to remember, guys, in medieval times you didn't really had those very modern or more modern aged ships, right? If you compare with like big sails, many log towers, I'm gonna call them, and so forth. So you had way much a little bit smaller ships, and here we just have a normal fisherman ship. You know, the whole thematic or topic about ships is not finished yet. We still have to build ships around the city. I will eventually do that. I probably said this 1,000 times, but we will do this. I will probably also build like some ships in the open sea, just to like add some decorations here and there, and maybe also add, you know, because I have specific plans in the snow biome at some point, and you might guess the ship type I'm gonna build there. And so we might want to add some of these ships here as well. But this is all for in the future, guys, anyways. And yeah, this is kind of like the whole section of the beach here. If you guys, as always, have any, and this is like in general for the whole project, if you guys have any more ideas what I could still build to add some more spiciness or some more variety, some more details and stuff, just let me know in the comment. I would really appreciate any hints from you guys. And then over here, yeah, it's like a bit of a smaller forest, right? And I added a lot of trees with some light, so you actually, I just want to make sure that nothing spawns in here, right? On the beach it's fine, but because there it doesn't really look that bad, but here in the forest I think it really looks better with some light on, especially in the night. And when you're walking through and there's like dark path, you're just getting blown up by a creeper, right? So this is not really the plan, and that's why I decided to light this place up. Yeah, and over here, as you can see, guys, you can just like, yeah, I didn't really add anything in particular here in the forest. We might want to build, we could still build like a small sitting space or a fireplace to like enjoy the view of the ocean, because it's a really cool view, I must admit. But yeah, let me know if I should still do this, because I think it's already pretty cool like this. And yeah, you can see here, you can press all along my other project I'm gonna show you in a minute. We have some wild animals roaming around as well. And then you can like move along this tower, and then you are hitting the road here where I have in the last episode showed you guys my progress. Yeah, it's just some stuff in here which I will eventually start to move as well. Yeah, and then I'm gonna show you guys my other big project here, besides just natural decoration slash, you know, building forests, terraforming the beach, adding bone skeletons, making pavement and so forth. I have decided to build a big, or it's not a big, but it's like a small military camp here, which is overlooking the whole section of the sea here, right? Because obviously, as you guys know, we have a river here, which is leading into the countryside. And obviously, you know, you want to make sure that there are certain people who are overseeing this area, so that not like pirate ships, slash even Viking ships could enter here and destroy the whole area. So that's why I decided, or, you know, at least as a sort of prevention, a tower who is overseeing the area. We're definitely going to do the same thing over there. I reckon what we could also do, and I feel like that will be a pretty cool, idea, is to add like a big bonfire, so we have some sort of light tower in medievalish look, and another small encampment, right, where soldiers can stay, and maybe a small harbor for some space, so the soldier can act pretty fast if they have to, right? And then yeah, I'm going to show you guys the inside of the tower here. I did first of all, we have a small smithing section, right, where people can you know, grind their weapons and stuff and make it better again. We have 2 places for horses here, so if, you know, word needs to go to a specific town or to the city here, or even to the castle, we have horses available. Then you have a small relaxing section with some, oh, I completely forgot, guys, we have 2 training dummies. Now, I'm not sure if I have any pumpkins here, that's a pity, guys. Oh, shit. There's a minor detail I forgot. Alright, so just kind of like imagine, guys, 2 pumpkin heads around here, and they are like training dummies. Then inside of the tower we have some storage, and once again I forgot an item here, and I'm just gonna add it right now, because otherwise I will forget it again. Because, you know, I will not be working at this spot for some time now after this episode, I reckon. But yeah, once again, eventually we'll always come back to it. And if you guys still have any ideas, just let me know once again. And I will add them definitely, because it doesn't mean I would not go back. I would not go back, so that's why. Let me know, yeah. And then we have here some armor stands, right, for the soldiers who are stationed here. Eventually we have some sleeping space for them. I have now built 6 spaces, right, for the people up here. And then we could add, by the way, guys, some small lights up here as well. And then last but not least, yeah. And then from up here you can have a pretty cool view, guys, right? You can see here the whole progress we have made here up until this section. So this whole section is now finished. I'm pretty proud of that. And yeah, like I said, we will continue in the next part on the monastery again, where I will probably focus on the inside. And then I could imagine we're gonna focus again on something else in the outskirts, but I have no plans yet about that. And yeah, you can see here, once again, a little bit also to the big city here. We still have a pretty big space here we can use as well. I'm looking forward, guys, when we have finished this whole section here and like transformed everything up until that bridge. I feel like this will look so fucking cool. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm also pretty happy with the progress for the start of this year already here with the whole section here and these, you know, the bee farm, the farmhouse, the beach, the watchtower here, and so forth. So I'm really looking forward to the next progress. And yeah, it's a bit of a longer video in this episode. Or yeah, let me know what you guys think of it. I really would appreciate all of your ideas, what I still could add. And I think we're gonna see us in the next episode where we're gonna focus a bit on the monastery itself again. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned, and with this very beautiful view here, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.